How do plants grow? Just like humans and animals, plants also experience growth and development. Growth is the process of increasing size that is quantitative, while development is qualitative process. Growth and development in plants begins with germinations. Sprouts then develop into small plants. After growing to a certain size and age, will develop to form flowers and fruit or seeds as a means of reproductive development. Growth in plant occurs in meristematic areas. Meristematic is the point of growth, i.e. parts that contain meristem tissue is located at the end of the stem, root tip, and cambium. According to the book of Biologi Kelompok Pertanian 2008 by Deden Abdurrahman, growth in plants can be divided into two kinds, namely primary growth and secondary growth. Primary growth is the growth that occurs due to the activity of primary meristem tissues. The growing point is formed since the plant is still an embryo. Meristem tissue is located at the end of the stem and the tip of the root. Primary growth makes the root and stems of plants longer. Primary growth allows the roots to penetrate the soil and the tip of the stem to reach the sun. Finally, the root and stem will form the root system and crown system. Growth areas in roots and stems based on their activity are divided into three areas, namely, first division area, the cells in this area actively dividing or meristematic. Elongation area, cells that are behind the division area and experience elongation of size. Third, differentiation area, which is the rearmost part of the growth area. Cells undergo differentiation to form actual roots as well as young leaves and lateral shoots that will become branches. While secondary growth occurs in dicotyledonous plants and is the result of secondary meristem tissue activity. Examples of secondary meristem tissues are cambium tissue, ledonous plants, and gymnosperms. Cambium tissue cells are constantly dividing, division inwards to form xylem or wood, while division outwards to form phloem or bark. Meristem tissue activity in the cambium makes the diameter of the stem and root increase in size, while in monocotyledonous plants that do not have a cambium, no secondary growth. Secondary growth in the stem and roots of dicotyledonous plants does not take place evenly throughout the year because it is influenced by the season. In the dry season, the layer formed is thinner than during the rainy season. Plant growth and development are influenced by two factors, namely factors from within and factors from outside, which become external and environmental factors, for example, food, water, light, temperature, oxygen, and humidity. First, food or food nutrient is the raw material and source of energy in metabolic processes of the body. The quality and quantity of the food will affect the growth and development of living things. Just like humans and animals who are in a period of growth need nutrients in the form of carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals obtained from food. While for plants, nutrients needed in the form of water and nutrients dissolved in water. Through the process of photosynthesis, water and carbon dioxide (CO2) is converted to food substance with the help of sunlight. Although it doesn't play a direct role in photosynthesis, nutrients are needed so that plants can grow and develop properly. Second, temperature. All living things need an appropriate temperature to support their growth and development. This temperature is called the optimum temperature. For example, the normal human body temperature is around 37 degrees Celsius. At the optimum temperature, all living things can grow and develop well. Plants show a more pronounced influence on temperature. Roses can grow and flower well in the cool mountains, but when planted in hot coastal areas, growth becomes slow and does not produce flowers as beautiful as before. This is because all processes in growth and development, such as water absorption, photosynthesis, evaporation, and breathing in plants are influenced by temperature. Third, light. Light affects the growth and development of living things. Plants really need sunlight for photosynthesis. But the presence of light can actually inhibit plant growth because light can damage the auxin hormone found at the end of stem. If you keep the sprouts in the dark for a few days, the sprouts will grow faster or taller than they should, but look weak and pale, yellowish because of the lack of chlorophyll. Fourth, water and moisture. Water and moisture are important factors for growth and development. Water is needed by living things. Without water, living things cannot survive. Moisture is the amount of water vapor contained in the air or soil. Moist soil has a good effect on plant growth. Fifth, soil. For plants, soil affects the growth and development. Plants will grow and develop optimally if the soil conditions where they live in accordance with the needs of the nutrients. While the internal factors that affect plants are genes and hormones. Genes are material carriers of traits that are inherited in offspring, while hormones function as controllers of activities in the body.